This is going to be the best Last Jedi review ever. Because you've never seen any Star Wars movies ever, right?
No, I seen like 10 minutes of that one. It was like a kid racing some vehicle or something. That was the only thing I ever seen, eh? And then I changed it because that shit wasn't like, that shit was lame, eh? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So, this is my friend Matt. And Matt is not a Star Wars fan. And you went and saw The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And I think everybody that knows you was saying, like, don't go see it or go see the other ones first, right?
Yeah. A couple people wanted to give me all the movies to watch before I went and seen it, eh?
Right. And the reason why this is important is everybody has seen pretty much all the other Star Wars movies, and Matt's the only person I know that has not seen a single Star Wars movie, and it's split right now on whether or not people think the movie is good or not. If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, it looks like the critics liked it. A lot of the audience didn't like it. I didn't really like the movie that much, but probably for different reasons than other people, probably because I'm like a hardcore trilogy fan. And a lot of people maybe like the prequels better, or maybe they've only seen Force Awakens, but you have seen none of the movies.
Right.
Okay, so just to check to see if you have a credible opinion before we start,
Right.
What do you think of Little Pump and Gucci Gang?
I don't know who the fuck that is. The Gucci Gang song, though, like, I didn't like that shit. I was like, at the dry cleaners, I was taking my Levi's in to get dry clean, and these kids were like, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. And I'm like, do they know that's not like a real neighborhood? That's not a gang, eh? What are you guys doing? Like, they're out there gang banging Gucci Gang. I'm like, that's not real. And I just had to like walk past it. I got my dry cleaning. I went home, eh? But I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What are these kids doing? They're getting brainwashed.
Like, they're gangsters, huh?
Yeah, they're out being gangsters.
You saw the video, though, with the tigers and his hair?
You were showing me after you put that picture on Facebook and shit on my thing. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy, eh? Like, that's not what it is.
Yeah, Gucci Gang is not... okay, so Matt doesn't like Gucci Gang. There's no real gang. Okay, so why didn't you watch any Star Wars movies in the first place?
I don't know. That's kind of dorky. You know what I mean?
So it's a nerd thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, I'm a nerd guy.
I'm not gonna go around like, oh, bro, did you see the new Star Wars, dog? You know what I mean? Like, I get laughed out of my neighborhood. Like,
so why did you go see the Star Wars movie?
A group of friends went and seen it. They invited me, so I was like, oh, all right, I'll go check it out. Eh?
So what did you know about Star Wars other than that little kid riding around the pod racer?
Just like, well, obviously Star Wars is a big thing, eh? So like, I knew like that furry vato, like the one that sounds like weird, that looks like a dog or something.
Like Chewbacca?
Yeah. And then I've seen like different things. The little green fool.
Yoda?
Yeah. That fool, and then. Like, obviously, Darth Vader and shit.
Okay.
But that's about it. I didn't know, like, the whole storyline, except, like, oh, Luke, I'm your father. You know, shit like that.
Oh, man. You don't even know. I was going to make you watch A New Hope and then Empire Strikes Back just to get your I'm your father reaction, but you already know about that. Everybody knows about that.
Yeah. So I just know basically what everybody knows.
Okay.
That don't know.
So what did you think of the movie? What did you think about the whole thing?
It was all right, eh? But it was, like, weird. It was, like, the fool that wrote it, that fool was, like, up, like, for 3 days on blow, I feel. Like, it just went, like, everywhere, fool. Like, it was, like, over here, and then it went over there, and then there was, like, shit for no reason and shit. I was like, damn, this fool was high as fuck when he wrote this shit. Like, how could you not, like, think that? Like, damn, this fool was doing a gang of blow. He had, like, some hookers over here, and he was like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. And then for no reason, we're gonna have this. And I was like, all right, I mean, whatever, you know what I mean? Fuck it, go with it.
So the movie was all over the place for you, and he was definitely...
Yeah.
You thought the guy that made the movie was on drugs.
Yeah, definitely. He was. Yeah. Well, he was all cooked out.
He was on cocaine. Okay.
At least 3 days. Well, you know what I mean? That was at least 3 days. That was up at least 3 days, eh?
Well, okay, so the movie's all over now. So did you like the movie? What did you think about the whole story, or it just was hard to follow?
I mean, I followed it, because I've been up for 3 days before, too, so... all right, let's just get in this, you know, like a state of mind like I did a bunch of blow. But, I don't know, I liked it. It was all right, you know. I guess it would make me more interested in watching other movies. Okay. I'll give it that, you know what I mean?
So what did you think of the characters? Who's your favorite character?
My favorite? I don't know. I kind of liked a couple of them. Like the purple-haired Hyena.
Okay.
I like how she went out. She was a gangster fool, like driving the ship, and they're like, whoa! Like I was like, hell yeah, get that shit. And then The little green vato, that fool was a gangster too, though.
Okay.
Because that other fool was like, I'm gonna burn the tree down, and this fool's like, man, fuck that tree. Boom, burnt it down himself. I was like, oh yeah, that fool's a gangster. And he was only in the movie for like 5 minutes. Fool and just came in. I was like, man, fuck that tree. Boom.
So you liked Yoda.
Yeah.
And you liked the purple hair lady, Holdo, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that a lot of people are upset with is that there's characters from like my childhood, which I love, and they somewhat changed them in the movie. So I'm gonna ask you about two characters in particular and what you thought, like what kind of person were they, if you were to describe them, like, what kind of characteristics they have. The first one is Luke Skywalker, so he was the old guy with the mechanical hand.
The vato that like disappeared at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how would you describe him?
I don't know. I think that fool was just like, he was old, and he'd been doing that thing for so long. Like, whatever he's in, the Force, whatever that shit is. Mm-hmm. Like, he just got burnt out on it, eh? So, he got burnt out on living that life. So, he went and, like, went somewhere where no one was that was from there and just wanted to, like, kind of kick it, you know what I mean, until he died.
Right.
So, I don't know. He was just burnt out on that life, I think.
What did you think about him drinking that milk?
Oh, shit, eh? That father survived, eh?
Okay, and then the other character is Princess Leia or General Leia. She was the one that got blown out of the ship, and it looked like she was dead.
Oh, the old lady?
Yeah, what do you think about her?
I don't know, I don't know. She was like fucking in a coma or whatever for most of the movie, so
yeah.
I didn't get like a good feel on her or whatever, but I don't know. She seemed like, I don't know, she was kind of wise.
Right.
She was more, like, wiser than, like, what was that one fool's name? The one he was like a soldier, eh? The movie started out with him in the spacecraft.
Right, Poe. Right.
Yeah, he wanted to, like, just jump in and, like, he's like a little gunner, you know what I mean? He just wants to kill.
Right.
And, like, with that, like, that's good for a warrior. That's what you're supposed to do. But she was, like, older and wiser. Like, she's playing chess. That fool was playing checkers, eh? You know what I mean?
Okay, because I was going to ask you about Poe, whether you like him. What do you think about Finn? He was the black guy.
Oh, see, that's one of the characters I was, like, just thrown in there because the guy was on blow. Like,
okay,
what was their adventure even about? And then they met, like, and then what's his name? Benicio del Toro. They met him, and, like, dog, why would you trust that boy? He was totally on drugs. He's like, yeah, I can steal. And then he had, like, that weird tweak or whatever. I was like, oh, fool's spun out, eh? That fool's been up for, like, 6 days. And he's like, yeah, I can steal anything. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I bet you could, fool. You look like you steal anything. You know what I mean? I'm going to trust you. That's like trusting a tweaker. Like, when he burned him in the end, I was like, well, what did you expect? That fool's, like, all tweaking out and shit. And you're like, yeah, all right, let's roll. Like, why would you trust that fool?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that whole part of the movie with where they went to the casino planet, what did you think about that?
I don't know. It was just because it all built up to nothing. It was just like, why is this in here?
Yeah, I think so. That was like my number one complaint is there was a lot of storylines that just did nothing. Like nothing happened
to eat up time or something.
Yeah, there was like no. Well, there was a point to that whole part of the movie, but it was some sort of political message about how capitalism's bad and cruelty to animals or something. I have no idea. But that's the only reason why I was there. Other than that, they just left and went.
The fool was all blow. He's like, oh, we're going to make this over here. And he's just all over, eh?
Didn't make any sense to me. And then, so Poe you liked, and then we're talking about the main two characters, which was Rey. You know, she's the one with the blue lightsaber, and then we're going to talk about Kylo, the guy with the red lightsaber. So what's your impression of Rey?
That was the Hyena?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she would do the wrong thing for the right reason.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For her, like, I don't know what it, like, force and bad, or I'll just say, like, her hood. Okay. She'll do what she can for her hood, you know what I mean? She's down to ride, and she'll do the wrong thing for the right reason. You know what I mean? Whatever's going to work out to get her hood on top, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's where she's at. I'm trying to explain it how I know how. Fool, I don't know about all this force shit and the dark side and the good side. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. And then what did you think about the guy with the red lightsaber, Kylo Ren?
Yeah, see, now that fool played that shit wrong. Like, he was like, I mean, I understood where he's going. Like, he's like, okay, well, we don't got to be from your hood or my hood. Like, let's just be together. Like, he didn't want the good side or the bad side. He was like, let's live in this gray area, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if that was me, he could have spit that at her a little bit more differently, you know? He'd been like, you know what, girl? This is gonna be me and you. We're gonna get away from all this. We're gonna move to Bakersfield, have 2.5 kids, get a dog and shit, a white picket fence, and you know what I mean? We're just gonna do us. Like, we don't need all this, you know? We don't need all this drama.
Right.
Forget all this drama, you know, the girl, just me and you know what I mean? Like, that fool could have put a little bit more, he could have spit it a little better, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, if he'd had a little more game, man. Like, that'd have been me in that Heine. We'd be right now chilling, fool. We'd be right now chilling, you know what I mean?
What did you think about the scene where he wasn't wearing a shirt?
I don't know what that was for. Probably for the Heines in the movie theater. You know what I mean?
So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, or would you recommend it to your friends to go see the movie?
No, probably not. Because I'm not going to, go see Star Wars, homie. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you, dog?
That's funny. So you're not letting anybody know. So what are your friends going to think when they know that you saw Star Wars? They might know that you saw Star Wars if they see this video.
Oh, fool, you're not going to blur out my face? Fuck, dog. Hey, fool, I don't know if I could even finish this. I thought you were going to put like a blur, change my voice and shit.
You want me to blur out your face?
Yeah, fool, yeah. I thought we already talked about this in the beginning of the thing, homie. You know what I mean? I thought we already discussed this, fool.
All right, well... I mean, I can definitely understand, going to a movie about space wizards is probably not your favorite thing, and so you're not going to let anybody know that you saw the movie.
No, probably not. Maybe if someone, asked me,
So, are you going to see the rest of the movies?
Yeah, maybe if, maybe. That's a lot of time, though. You said, 12 hours or something?
Well, they're about 2 hours apiece, and there's probably, 6, 7 more of them, so at least 7 more. Yeah, but I think you only need to see 3 of them, though, to really understand what it's about.
Yeah, I could probably
3 or 4.
That. Yeah, I'd probably do that. It did make it more interesting to me watching all that.
Okay.
Than just a little kid fucking driving out some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody liked that little kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's that kid?
Well, Darth Vader.
Oh, serio? So that fool was all good? And then got corrupted or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, and that's the Kylo Ren, the guy with the red lightsaber, that's his grandfather.
Okay. See, it's everyone's kind of brainwashed for their own thing, you know what I mean? That's kind of it was a hood because that's what kind of happens. Everyone's brainwashed for their side.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're going to fight till the better end just because you're brainwashed. You don't even know why we're fighting. We just know we're fighting.
There you go.
Brainwashed, you know what I mean?
So there you have it. You have someone's point of view that doesn't really know anything about Star Wars or doesn't care about Star Wars. You're not a Star Wars fan or even science fiction fan probably or anything like that. No, you're probably more down with Scarface. And, right?
Are you stereotyping me now,
I guess.
Come on.
I like Scarface.
Hey, fool, I like Gone with the Wind, dog.
Do you really? No, you don't.
Hey, how do you know, fool? I don't know. Gone with the Wind.
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
So there you go. You got a point of view of someone who's never seen any Star Wars movie whatsoever, unbiased. And I think what we got out of it is you said that the movie didn't make any sense. It was it was very erratic, and there were parts of the movie that were just pointless, basically.
Right.
And so at a bare minimum, whether you like the movie or not, I think all the reviews I said, pretty much everybody agrees that there was pointless parts to the movie, and it was just jumped all over the place. So... All right, Matt. Well, let me know in the comment section if you agree with Matt or if you agree with me or if you agree with anything in this video. And if you want to see Matt in another video reviewing some other movie that we all love.
Hey, you got my good side, right, fool?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.
Later.